Happy Wednesday. Alrighty, so this has become our vlog day, so let's talk about it. What's been going on? First thing, I recognize that I recorded an almost 34-minute video last week, but only 19 minutes of it uploaded. I'm gonna assume that half of my video was just like missing. I was gonna try to like break it down and make more than one part and re-upload it, but y'all, I didn't feel like doing that. The long and the short of it is I am walking away from things that no longer serve me. And I had a situation that I felt uneasy about the way that I responded to it. But after doing my own kind of reevaluating and self-auditing, I actually stand behind what I did. So I'm not going to even repeat it. Whatever, made it through in last week's vlog. Yep. And whatever didn't, this was kind of like the synopsis. This week, unlike other weeks where I usually just start with the house because there's not a lot to say and then move on to me, I'm going to start with me because that's not a whole lot that I want to talk about, and then kind of end with the house. My two biggest focus right now is Carnival. Chicago Carnival is August 16th, and I will be walking in the parade and participating in a band. I think that's what they call it, a band. And so shout out to the folks over at United Jamaica who invited me to represent Jamaica in our beautiful carnival celebration here in Chicago. I have just been focused on getting my stamina up and keeping it up and consistent and getting me some more dance hall moves in, because I don't really know a lot of them, but I'm gonna learn as I watch, and I'm a good picker-upper. And just getting my body together because I want to look good in this little cute little scary outfit. Okay. That day is also the day of one of my in-laws wedding, so I'm gonna be doing double duty that day, but I'm excited to do that. Excuse me. And then the second thing that is going on with me individually is I've figured out my focus crochet wise. I want to do clothing. I haven't decided if I want to do clothing for the whole family yet. I for sure know that I want to do clothing for mommies and daughters. But I actually want to move into like the male clothing situation. It's just men and their clothes and their measurements, and it gets a little tricky in my opinion, but I'm definitely going to shift my focus in 2026 towards I do clothes, and right now women's clothing, women and girls clothing. I think I just want to kind of live in that space instead of like telling people like, I'll do a blanket if you want a blanket because I want the money. I am stepping out on the faith of not all money is good money, and just because I can do it to make money don't mean that I need to. I don't want to make blankets. I don't like it. It don't make me happy. I don't like it. I don't even care if it's a baby blanket. And I think 2025 is going to be the last year that I do baby blankets. If people want them still from Ganelle's Crafts, which is the name of my company, I'm going to send them over to my mother because she is still interested in doing that. I am no longer interested in doing that. I just want to make clothes. And that way I can, when I'm on my off seasons, I can make a bunch of like as is clothing for both moms and little girls of all ages. And then when I come back, that first drop is just stuff that's already made, and then people can put in custom orders. But I'm feeling very much like I'm done with blankets, and so 2025 I think is going to be my last year for blankets. I'm going to keep talking to people about it. So if somebody come and offer and try to order a blanket from me in 2026, they just won't get it. I'm gonna send them to my mom. They're gonna get a way more detailed blanket than they'll ever get from me at probably a way lower price. So good luck to her and them with that. But that's kind of the only two things that are personally going on with me, y'all. Right now I'm just in tunnel vision, trying to look good for this parade, and then also trying to just continue to just to define where I stand in this such a broad and popular field. Like everybody and their mama damn near literally, because me and my mama crochet. And so it's like I'm in a space where it's like I just want people to know like this is where you get your crochet clothes. Can't get everything from her. She don't do everything. And maybe that'll stop people from tagging me in every fucking crochet post they see. People will tag me in a crochet post of a crochet rhino. And I know it's not because you want it. You just want me to see it. But I've seen it. Every time somebody think about yarn, they think about me. And I love it. But y'all. Anyways. That's all I got going on here. In the house, things have In the house, things are very interesting to watch. First of all, I'm really grateful that my partner is not working right now because he does have a lot of time to focus in on his son, which we are finding out that he truly needs. Not just because the young man has lost his mother, which I feel is still a huge part of what's going on, but the issues that are happening in the house right now are issues that my partner was saying that his mother before passing was actually complaining about his son. So this is just a kind of, I won't call it a character flaw. I will call it something that he needs to grow through, and maybe he needs to grow through it with his father. He is a very just like lackadaisical child person, apparently. I thought that maybe his lack of zest for life was because he lost his mother recently. But my partner was just like, no. When his mother was alive, she used to call me and ask me is there anything that we could do? Because he just go to school, come home. He don't have many extracurriculars. I think for a minute he played a sport, but he stopped doing that. And he doesn't seem to be interested in anything. Which is not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either, in my opinion. And because it's just like it creates such a lonely life. And who are we to tell him that, that's not a good life or not the appropriate life? But one thing that his behaviors is creating in the house is a inconsistency in schedules, sleeping schedules, because he's getting off of school 4 o'clock. He might eat something and play the game for a little bit, fall asleep. And so now you sleep from like 5:30 until midnight, and now you're up from midnight until like 3, and then you finally get to sleep, and now you're running late every morning from school. Remember a few vlogs ago I was telling you guys, like, hold on, let me use the pause option. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My bad, y'all. I'm cooking while I'm talking to y'all naturally. And so remember I was telling y'all a few vlogs ago that like we were having issues with like waking him up in the morning. Like I was waking up and like knocking on the door, come on, get ready to get up. Now I'm realizing what's going on. It's hard for you to get up in the morning because you just went to sleep a few hours ago. So now my partner is in this space of like, I need to give you activities to do from the time that you leave school until it's time for you to go to bed at a decent time, so you can actually go to bed at a decent time, and you'll sleep through the night and you'll start waking up in the morning. Like, even if you're just a night owl, this is just not acceptable, because now we're asleep, and I have a partner who sleeps very, very light. If we're asleep and you getting up in the middle of the night to do things, get food, whatever, he can hear that, and he like for his house to shut down, and he has a right to want his house to shut down. And so my partner has been like, doing things with him, physical activities like working out, etc. This experience, first of all, is so beautiful to watch because I've never seen a father in real time. Honestly, my mother raised all 6 of us, and the men that were in our house, they had father figure type energy, but I've never seen a biological father in real time. Also, being here with him has made me check myself and tell me, like, you have to identify in what ways what probably worked for you as a girl growing up is not going to work for this boy growing up. I told you guys at the beginning, we didn't give him any day-to-day chores because I like to clean my house. My partner's like, no, he's not respecting the house. And the reason that he's not respecting the house is because he don't got to clean it. So we're about to start giving him more chores. And he was like, are you okay with that? I don't know why people think that, like, I want to clean up or I want to do these things. I don't want to do these things. I want to live in a house that looks a certain way. And I am willing to be the person who cleans it from head to toe so it can look a certain way. It's another reason why I don't live with other people. I don't believe in roommates. I didn't believe in living with a man before we were married, but this situation happened, and I'm extremely happy about it because I do love my partner and I love living with him. But I am not some cuckoo lady that is in love with cleaning. I just also am not going to sit around and let some shit just look a mess. Like, so the fact that now my partner is kind of just like, nah, he gonna have to come home and clean 1 or 2 rooms a day, do some things, get some workout in, move his body, kind of start to feel that space so he can be able to go to sleep at a reasonable time instead of coming in and going right to sleep. I love it. I love that he's creating order. I love that he recognized his mistake and dialed back. The mistake that was made was he assumed that his son at 14 was like he was at 14. My partner is the oldest of 4 siblings, like I've told you guys before. He has been a little grown man since he was a little kid because he had to be. This young man has not had to experience that. And so when we first, when he first came here, my man was like super cool dad. Like, I ain't gonna do all this. I'm not gonna be all on your back. Just do what I need to do. These things I need you to do. But we're realizing that he doesn't have the level of responsibility that we thought he has. He leaves the house and leaves doors unlocked. We live in a day and age where you can't even feel safe in your house with the door locked. So the fact that you got the door unlocked, you'd have made it easier for a person to come in here and take our stuff. He doesn't clean behind himself the way he needs to be in some ways. And so even though it is a bit of a strain financially, and I'll be honest, just like spatially, to have my partner off work right now, because it's like, this is where I work, this is where we sleep, this is everything going on all in this space. Even though it's a bit of a challenge, I'm grateful that he's here. Because with my mother-in-law moving out and him having to have been at work, I wouldn't have even known how to handle any of this. Because again, I've never raised anybody. I didn't even play a hand in helping other people raise their kids. Excuse me. Because I'm the youngest. The only person that came behind me are my nieces and nephews. Excuse me. And they were being raised while I was in college and traveling the world. Like, I just live a different life than a lot of people that I know. I'm realizing. And so this journey of just watching him, because this is not new to him. He had to technically, raise his younger siblings. Like, he had a really big hand in being a part of his younger siblings' life. So he understands what he needs to do, and he's been doing it. It's been really great to watch and really informative. I'm watching as he becomes, I won't say a dad because he's been a dad, but like a full-time dad. He's become more tapped into his emotions. I can feel something when he speaks that I didn't feel before his son got here. So I am literally watching this man also grow up before my eyes as I watch these children grow up before my eyes. And I think it's just beautiful. I have a beautiful family, even though there are times where this feels like a lot for me, especially being a woman without children. But I don't think I would ever, no, let me dial back. Don't say I don't think. I know I would not trade this for anything that I have seen available in this world. Now, when we say I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world, I feel like that includes the shit that we think and we fantasize about. That's a lie. I would trade this for what I fantasize about, because I fantasize about a life where I could live with this person and we don't have children. I'll be very honest about that. But that's not our reality, and our reality has become very, very accommodating for me in a lot of ways. And it's not because they're doing anything for me. It's just the fact that nothing about our reality has stopped my business, has stopped my content, has stopped my care for myself. And that's more on me than it is on them. And so I'm proud of myself for standing on my ground and keeping my shoulders tight. And I'm really, really grateful to my partner, because it's easy to stand on your ground when somebody's not pushing your boundaries. My partner does not push my boundaries in any way. He doesn't force his children on me in any way. He's even already told me that he's, been speaking to family members about, kind of having the kids move around a bit this summer, because he knows that at least one of them needs to be kind of with their grandma here and there. Throughout the summer, he's already prepared to kind of give me some relief, and I'm really grateful for that, because he understands that it's not like I don't give a crap or these are crazy things. I literally don't understand what to do, and it's cool to learn as you go, but if you don't have to learn as you go on top of somebody's head, so to speak, then I feel that that's a better option. And I feel that just kind of tossing me and these kids into the lion's den by ourselves and saying, let's figure it out, is a lot more traumatic than what I feel is going to happen, which is, and I checked in with my mother-in-law about this, because we learned from the beginning of this journey not to trust when my man just go, oh, they'll go to my mama's house. I checked in with my mother-in-law. She absolutely agreed that one of them will be able to stay for 1 week, and then she'll get the other one for another week. So every other week, I'll have another kid. And then I think the younger baby is doing camp. So I think I'll just have to see him on the weekends like we usually do, because he's going to be going to camp and just coming home with his mom. So we got some things going. And I'm grateful for that. But I think the biggest thing that's happening around the house is kind of being able to witness a father their child. And it's beautiful. If you are a Black man and you are in your children's life, let me just say to you that I love you and I appreciate you and what you do for your kids. What you do for your kids is so greatly appreciated. The fact that you show somebody that you care for them, that they don't have to go into this world and think about other things and have other people care for them, is amazing. I say this to my partner often because what he is doing is amazing. And I appreciate him so much for the role that he's taken in these places. I have not forgotten about the loft, y'all. I just have been so busy. My next thing to do is to kind of get set up out there. My mom is making me a really big crochet. We gonna walk and check on my bacon while we talk, because I don't want to pause again. My mom is making me a really big crochet turtle to put on the loft. And so I'm actually kind of just waiting until she makes that to start like putting stuff in the loft. I'll go back there with you guys because it's bright outside. And that'll be how we wrap up today. Let's go out there. There's not much going on. I've pretty much put up, you know what? We're going to go back there next week because I want to clear a path. And I feel like it's going to take me almost a minute to clear a path. And I'm trying to stay under 20 minutes. And we're at 17 minutes. So I just rather say goodbye to you guys. But I have not forgotten about my little workspace. The goal is to, once we figure out kind of where you know, his life is going as far as which one of these jobs he's going to take and when the start date is, my first like real day home by myself, I'm probably going to take off that day of work, and then I'm going to put up some of my decorations and start working back in the loft. I hang out back there pretty much all summer. And then I have some space heaters, and so I think I'm going to still hang out there in the winter because it might be finished by the summer and, you know, what have you. Because it's not going to take much, and it's not going to take that long. I got to put a divider up so I don't fall down them stairs jumping around back there by myself. I'm going to put some vines and stuff up so it kind of looks, you know, earthy. And then I'm gonna put that turtle that my mom is making me in the middle of the floor, like a little pillow. And when we do Crochet and Chill, which is my live broadcast Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, join me. TikTok and Facebook. But when I go live, I'll be going live from the loft to kind of give my man some space when I'm going live, and also to just kind of give me some space, because I want to be able to kind of be crocheting and have like my music playing in the background or my audio books, opposed to kind of having him and playing the game in the background. So that's all we got going on right now, y'all. I am focused on Carnival. I have figured out where I want my focus to go as far as crochet, so that helps me with creating inventory and creating a website. I love watching my man be a dad. And life is lifing, but we are fucking fighting back. You know what I mean? My little cousin, well, really my man's little cousin, but that's my little cousin now, is getting married the same day as Carnival. So I'm pulling double duty that day, but I will be at that wedding after I'm done shaking my tail up and down Hyde Park. I love you guys. I will be back next week. Nothing else is going on crazy. I'm going out this weekend with my sisters and my mom. And I'm so excited for that. And my cousin and my auntie are coming. So it's going to be like a nice little family event. I'm so excited about that. We're going to a drag show. And so I got to figure out what I'm wearing. But other than that, guys, I love you. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great weekend. My food is almost done. So let me go put my little cheese on my little bacon sandwich and enjoy it in peace without this man being here. Have a good week, y'all. I love you.